YT, man, what's going on? What it do? How y'all been? Where y'all been? I know y'all probably like, where you been? It's all good, man. We've been doing a lot. We've been doing a lot of work on the Camaro. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I want to just give y'all some additional updates. So, I know in the last video, we were talking about how me and my buddy, and I got his car right here with me, we had to, you know what I'm saying, open up an active lawsuit against that shop that had our cars. So, you know, just touching on that first. We ended up going to court. The judge did ended up favoring us. And now the only thing about that is it was a weird situation, because after that they issued the judgment to us, how much we was granted each, and then they had like 30 days to pay it. And then so the 30 days end up going by, and now we have to mail off like this paper to the courthouse. So pretty much like anything that they try to sell that's like property wise, that's registered with the state, before they even get their money, we'll get our money. Which I feel like is, I'm like, well, you know, what if I want to hire a lawyer, you know what I'm saying, and force them to pay me my money back? You know, and she was basically like, we can't do that. I don't know, but we got that letter, so I'ma mail that off to them, and so on and so forth. Because I was even asking the lady, like, well, shoot, what if they sell something on Facebook Marketplace or something like that? Like, how y'all gonna know? But that's when she basically told us it was more so like property wise. If it was something property registered with the state, we'll get our fund. It's a weird situation, but that's where we are with that. And now, enough talking, we're gonna get into these cars. Boom. So here go. This is my car. This is my buddy car. We'll start with his. We got his car over here at the crib. We're gonna be basically pulling the motor. He gonna get it to the machine shop, and you know what I'm saying, they gonna rebuild it for him, and we're gonna slap it back in. So let me show y'all what we got going on here. And this is his motor. Now the crazy thing about this is, when he took his car over to the shop, all this, the valve covers, the intake, all that was there. You know what I'm saying? This is the exact state that his car was in when he got it back, which is crazy, right? This is the exact state. Water all down there in the block. You know what I'm saying? This is the exact state. And this motor was rebuilt like 2-3 years ago. Hey, nevertheless, man, we're gonna pull that out. And yeah, you know what I'm saying, we gotta get that out, drop that off at the machine shop, and you know, we gotta go from there on that. So let's cover this guy back up real quick. We're gonna get into my car. Yeah, we already got the front bumper off. I'm just waiting on a few things with my car before I move that setup that I got it jacked up on to over here, so we can get the motor out. So that's that. Let's cover this guy back up for him. Put this little rubber weight back on here. Alright, now my car, we've gotten a lot of leeway, but we do have to take one step back. So, what was we on the last video? Last video, we was just talking about what was going on. We did get the stage 2 cam installed. Along with the stage 2 cam, I did push rods, new water pump, new gaskets. I mean, not new water pump, but new oil pump, new sprocket and chain, I did the whole 9 yards, you know what I'm saying? With the stage 2 cam, I bought the most expensive kit that came with everything. So we ended up doing that. We also, on the last video, or on my Instagram, we had it running, but she was open headers. So we also went ahead and got the exhaust installed. The exhaust is separate right there. I'm waiting on the band clamp to come, because shoot, we're gonna get to that. But I had to end up dropping the tank, and no, I didn't want to cut a trap hole. I ain't want to do that, just gonna be honest with y'all. So end up dropping the tank. I had to change the fuel pump. I had one of those Kinsmo, what there was, like a Kinsmo 250 in there or something like that. Little cheap ass little cheap fuel pump, and that thing went out. So I went ahead, put me a Walboro 255 in there to, you know what I'm saying, dead all that. We don't have those issues. I'm just waiting on the band clamp to come so I can buckle that back down, and the exhaust will be done. So it's pretty much a Y pipe coming in, the Holley hooker header, the Holley hooker cross member right here. So we got the Y pipes coming in from the long tubes to a 3-inch straight back, and then back here in the rear, the 3-inch come to a single in, dual out. I think he said it was a Flow Master, but you know what I'm saying, you see how he got me set up here. So I'm digging that, you know what I'm saying. We actually also, oh yeah, I put the wicker bill on here. Still gotta tighten it down, but she is on. We did get a tune. So let's rewind. Shout out to Brackets Ratchet for doing the cam swap for me. Shout out to Brakes and Muffler on Covington Highway. Covington Highway right there by Wesley Chapel, for doing the exhaust. And then we did get a tune, so the car does actually run. We got a bass tune on there, but with the bass tune, that's where we are today. So shout out to Evolve Tuning and my boy Jeff. We was able to get a bass tune on where we can drive her around and XYZ. Few issues that occurred with the tune, and that's where we are today. So first issue is the harness that the shop that we ended up having to sue. It didn't come with any provisions to run my electric fans off the harness and have them, turned on in the ECU. So I bought this. I had bought this painless dual fan relay with the temp sensor. For some odd reason though, the fans weren't coming on. You know what I'm saying, they set the turn on, I think at like 170. I think they set the turn on at 190 and off at 170, but they never came on. What I was thinking is, since we have it hooked up to the upper rad hose, because this is the temperature sensor right here, I was thinking that, hey, maybe the temperature sensor in the rad hose, maybe the rad hose is a lot cooler. The radiator hose is a lot cooler than the motor. I don't know. Okay. So that was issue number one. Issue number two, and as y'all see, I've already started taking this harness off because I got a new one on the way. It's gonna have nylon loom. I don't like this plastic shit. I mean, I really don't. Y'all may, but I don't. So the fans was issue number one for me. Issue number two, if y'all see this foil right here, this heat shrink wrap. So I don't know what the shop was doing. My harness piece, like, you know what I'm saying, my harness piece like this that go down to the crankshaft position sensor, they had it resting on the headers. And so I could already see, like, before I put that on there, you could already see that they had done came in and spliced it back in and was running with that. So that ended up shorting out. I tried to, you know what I'm saying, go back in and just put a whole new wire in there and splice those in. Come to find out the crank position sensor is bad. I guess it shorted out with all that going on. So I got to get another crankshaft position sensor. And let me see, I think that was about it with the harness. But, you know what I'm saying, with just doing all that, and I'm not going to lie, I just went ahead. I was like, man, you know what? You know, that shop was just a bad experience for us. That anything on my car that I can take off that they put on, I'm just going to take that shit off my car and just put a new one. So I contacted my boy JD Customs down there in Fort Worth, Texas. He got me a nice nylon loom braided harness coming in. It's gonna have provisions to run my fans through it. What else? It's still, you know, drive-by cable setup. So I'm just waiting. I'm practically just waiting on that to get here. So we're gonna take this off. I'm gonna unhook it from the ECU on the inside. And what I'm gonna do is, instead of running it through here, through the fender, I'm gonna come in down here, wrap it with some heat shrink so, you know, it don't get affected by the I'm gonna come in like right here, wrap it with some heat shrink so it's not, you know, being damaged or affected by the headers, and then run it to the motor. So it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a much more cleaner look than, you know what I'm saying, it coming from the fender. AC wise, I still have not yet made my decision what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna go back with a stock setup like what my boy got over there on his motor, or if I'm gonna just run it like this and save my money up and get me the vintage AC kit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to decide, but once I make that decision, yeah, I feel like the vintage AC would be a lot better fit. It, you know what I'm saying, one, it would allow me to still have like the all motor look that I got going on, you know what I'm saying, and then we could run it off the firewall right there into the fender, have it coming up here, and then up under, we could run it up under the cold air intake, boom, to the compressor right here. So we don't know. I'm still trying to decide. But other than that, the new harness should be here by Monday. I say Wednesday at the latest. So we're gonna get the new harness thrown on. We're gonna get the new harness thrown on and plugged in. And then we gotta take it back up to Evolve Tuning so we can finish up the tune. They gonna do, you know what I'm saying, the tune $600. With that $600 includes a dyno, you know what I'm saying. But for the fact that everything I had going on, he just asked that I pay him half, come back to the crib, fix everything that he asked me to fix, and then bring it back to him. So we're gonna get the new harness thrown on. He also pointed out to me that these brake lines over here are real close. Them brake lines down there, they real close to the header. So I'm gonna try to do something to, you know, bend those back from the headers. So, you know, we got that. And yeah, we'll be rolling. Other than that, we do got to do the brakes. So after we get the tune done, we're gonna do the brakes, and you know, she'll be pretty much, she roll ready, you know what I'm saying. As far as the interior, oh darn, the door lock. As far as the interior, as looking there, so I got the B&M, see if we can focus. I got the B&M shifter, that's right there. Still got the Holly dash. So a lot of y'all, I did not want to do the well, I guess they would be considered analog dashes. I went with the Holly, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. So I went with the Holly. I just wanted the car to have almost a new modern look to the inside. Now, in order to get the Holly 6.86 dash to work with the LS standalone, you have to buy the Holley. I think it's the 5. I think it's the 6. It's a Holley 6.86, but I think it's the 553-717. It's something like that. I know it ends with a 717. So basically, the normal 6.86 just comes with the tie-in to plug it into the Holley system. But this one, the 717, comes with its own harness. So with its own harness, it has provisions for your plugs. So like over here, I have a coolant temp sensor. I gotta figure out how this water getting in here. Oh, that's just condensation. But yeah, over here, this coolant temp sensor, this harness right here that's plugged into it actually goes to the 6.86. That's why y'all see those extra wires, those extra black wires right there. That's just, you know, they give you plenty full of length to run all that. So that's where that is. That's what that is. So you get the 717, you can run the Holley 6.86 dash with any application LS wise, and you can still run, you know what I'm saying, your regular LS standalone harness. So you know, that's what it is. Oh, and that was another reason why I'm swapping out the harnesses, because I got the coolant temp gauge that's on the dash is reading off the back of that head. I prefer to have it reading off the front because that'll be a more accurate temperature reading. But the front, I think, was it the sensor? Yeah, it was the sensor. So what I may have to do is swap those sensors over, and that way I can have that provision. We're gonna have to look at it once I get the harness in, so I'll know. Cause I got Y taps that I bought when I bought the dash harness. I got Y taps to where, you know what I'm saying, I can plug it into that same temperature, into that same sensor to read. So that's where we are with that. Yeah, man, we just, you know, we got there, had these issues. Now we got to take a couple steps back to make a couple steps forward. But, you know, it's going to be better. It's going to be a better harness. It's going to look better. I'm trying to, you know, keep everything as clean and neat as possible. So, yeah, man, that's where I am with that. But, yeah, and that's that. I had to take a break. My brother-in-law had called me. He pulled up on me so I could swap his brakes out and whatnot. Yeah, but in the meantime, while I was doing that, show y'all this. My band clamp for the exhaust came, so I went ahead and threw it. So I changed my brother-in-law brakes. Band clamp came, threw that on the exhaust. Let me show you how that guy keep everything raw and I could. Yeah, so the band clamp came, went ahead and threw that on the exhaust right here. So now we got everything tied back in. You know what I'm saying? 3-inch up to a Y, up to the long tubes. You feel me? So she all back tied in and tight, nice and purdy. Yep. So we got all that tied in. This little, I think this called like a V-man or something, but this little clamp right here, I could take this back to Advance, get my $20 back or whatnot. Let me put y'all, hey, in fact, let me put y'all up on some game real quick before we go. So you shop with Advanced Auto Parts, you get discounts. Like, I like shopping with Advanced Auto Parts way more than I like shopping with the Summit. I done spent hundreds of dollars, maybe a couple $1,000 with both of them, Advanced and the Summit. You feel me? But I can also testify and say this. I've gotten way more coupons, way more discounts, way more everything with Advance than I have with the Summit. That's just what it is, you feel me? But I ain't finna hold y'all up. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go grab the family something to eat. It's nighttime. I think the Georgia game on. Me and the wife either gonna watch the game, or we're gonna watch us a little scary movie tonight and eat and chill and, you know, just enjoy time with each other. Make sure y'all folks hit that like button for one. Share it, you know what I'm saying? Share the video and go ahead and subscribe. We got a lot more content, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm waiting on the new harness to come in. I'm gonna get that tied on. We gotta do the brakes. Once we do the brakes, the new harness, we're gonna take her back up to Evolve tuning to get the tune, get the dyno. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I got a bass tune, but we're gonna get that real deal tune. We're gonna do the dyno, see how much horsepower she making with the stage 2 cam, and that's gonna be it. You feel me? So again, make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button, man. Honeycomb Hideout, we out. Peace.